Be open to change. Be open. So often we get stuck in our ways that we have to do A, B, C, D in that numerical order, in sequential order. Yeah. Because that's what we know. And that is what is safe. And that is what's the status quo. And it reminds me of this thing, like this phrase that my business professor would always say, that he's talking about like the hardest thing to change is the status quo, or like it's something about those lines. And it's so true that you and I are made for comfort. You and I are made to have things that are safe, find things that we know, and live our life that way. But that's the difference between what we're designed for and what we are made for. Because we are made for so many things. We are made for purposes bigger than you and I even know. But we are designed with those things in mind. And I think when we are open to change and we are willing to give it a chance, even maybe the slightest bit, that's when our world can change. That's when we can be taken by surprise, but for the better. That we can accept the things into our lives and open up our perspectives. Because I think we get comfortable in what we know. We get comfortable with our daily routine. We get comfortable with not changing because it's what we know. And I say this because literally we had someone new move into our apartment, into our room, into our apartment. And it was just 2 of us, and now there's 3 of us. And in the very beginning, I was like, man, I wish there was at least one more person, because there would be multiple, just different personalities and whatnot. And 3 weeks go by, we get into a fine routine. We're chill, okay, we get it. We have our spaces, we have our separate bathrooms, we both get our own. And I'm filling out the scholarship, right? And all of a sudden I hear jostling at the door with the keys. And I'm just another person trying to get into the apartment. Wrong room. It's happened twice now. And so I'm okay. So I open the door, I'm hi, are you at the right apartment? And she was yeah, this room. And I was oh, okay. And then she showed me her key number, or her and it was the room, and then letter A, because me and my roommate, we have C and D. And I'm okay. So then I start moving my stuff out of the sink, all my non-essential stuff, and then my stuff out of the bathroom, and I change out the trash cans and everything. I'm geez Louise, because we have to think about an entirely another person living with us, and the food and the groceries and all that type of lifestyle. And it's funny enough because last night I thought that there's this app where you can get leftover food for a discount. And so I'm I'll do something spontaneous, I'll go do something. And so I look up this place, and it's a mochi donut shop. I'm okay, stuff's cheap, I'll just try it out, see what they give me, cool. And so I'm okay, whatever. This morning I did film a video, so hopefully I'll get that up. I end up going there thinking it's 9:15 a.m. No, it's 9:15 p.m. So I'm driving around, and I'm oh, this is cool, Jerusalem market is out. And I'm okay, cool. So I end up going in, and I get little baked treats, and they're so good. Fire gas. And I end up doing that. And then me and my roommate, we go to this like Asian night market. And then we have like our like new roommate, and she's chill. And yeah, we end up going to pick up those mochi donuts as like the three of us. And I was like, hey, we're gonna go get some like mochi donuts. I got it from this like place that gives discounted food to like day old bakeries and whatnot. And she's like, okay, because I invited her. She's like, sure. And so then we go and we're chill, and it's super funny. And she's super like relaxed, laid back. And I'm like, yes. And it's crazy. And just accepting change. And literally today I was like freaking out. I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. All I know is I have to pick up these donuts. And lo and behold, change. Trying something new. Doing something different. Yes, I'm spending money, but for new experiences. I will always spend money on experiences, never things. Because I feel like things are just things. I have this pencil, I have this eraser, I have this hair tie, things. And I feel like when you can actually experience experiences, I think that's when your world becomes a lot bigger, and you get to experience the change that you have given to yourself. You're open, you're more receptive, you are just changed as a person. So I want to leave you with this. When change seems scary, when change seems like you don't know what you're doing, that you are uncomfortable, it's just your body's natural reaction to continue the status quo, keep things the same, not step outside of the box. But once you do, once you have your little crisis moment, you're able to move forward. You're able to understand that just because you're feeling this way does not mean that you are this way, and that you can accept change, and that you can deal with change, and that change is for the better. Food for thought.